Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you guys are new here. This is Tiffany and today I am sharing with you guys an amazing dinner recipe. I was going to do a whole video of crock pot recipes and I thought, nope, today this deserves its very own video because it was so good and honestly I'm short on time. But this recipe, I think I told you guys that I was going to be making food. I bought like a monthly plan. It's like $8 a month and I'm not normally that person. I never get into that. But at least my friend Nicole Burgess, who does a lot of fitness related content and tracks her macros and stuff. Anyway, she referred it to me and I kept looking at her mouthwatering recipes. I'm like, I gotta try these. I don't know if it's for me, but I'm gonna try it. So it just really kept me on point because it's like you're tracking your calories, you're not really tracking it, you're scanning it. So you're tracking that stuff, but it's not depriving you of the food you want to eat. So it's really like just getting a lot of protein in and stuff, but in a yummy way. And at first I was like, I don't know. I was a little skeptical about this. Oh my goodness. The 4 recipes that I have tried, and I've tried 4 so far, have all been phenomenal. And I'm just blown away because normally the kids are like, I'm not trying that. Or Ryan will be like, I'm not really excited for that type of thing. The food's been great. I wish I would have filmed more of it. So this recipe is for chili. And if you guys have been watching my channel, you know Ryan likes his chili, his Ryan's chili. But I tried Elaine Elise's All-American chili. And I've never had chili like this before. And it was phenomenal. So I'm sharing that with you guys. I'll link it below. And I may be getting like an affiliate code. So if I do, I don't know anything about it. It's just they said, hey, would you want to give your, since I buy it monthly, I pay for it. I don't get paid by them, nothing like that. They asked me if I'd like an affiliate code to like check out their program. So if I get one of those, I'll link it below. So if you guys ever are interested in trying out her like huge meal plan, I printed like 3 booklets worth of recipes off. So I'll be making a lot of them because they are like comfort foods that are yummy, that are actually healthy. So anyway, enough rambling. Today's video is also part of a collaboration hosted by my very good friend Jessica Myros. Me and her host this monthly, and there's a whole group playlist. So please, these ladies work really hard. Give them some love if you have the time and check out their awesome recipes. But with much further ado, let's get rolling. Okay guys, today we're making some slow cooker Texas chili. Totally different recipe. This is not the same recipe I've ever made. And I'm excited to try this. I'm taking some beef stew meat. You take 2 pounds, so that's about, I think 2 pounds because I divided it in that like pack I got a while back on sale. So this is out of the macro plan also. That's by Elise. And I can link it. I don't get anything for it. It's just something I've actually purchased with my money. So we're going to take that, 2 pounds of beef stew meat. We're going to take a cup of diced carrots. My freezer went out last night, so I couldn't find the diced carrots. So I am just going to omit the carrots. But if you'd like to put the carrots in, go right ahead. So I'm also going to put in a 1/2 cup of diced red bell pepper. This was in my freezer. I already had it. So I just microwaved it for like 30 seconds and diced it. You're going to take 1 cup of diced yellow onion. I'm not measuring that. I'm just going to use the whole onion and dice it up. It doesn't have to be that specific because, macros are macros, but you're not going to, sit and count every single bite of onion you have. 1 can of green chilies. I have never made this before, but it sounded really good, and so far so good. The 2 recipes I've made so far have been phenomenal out of her cookbook, and they've been, or not cookbook, but her meal plan, and they've it's like $8 a month, I think. You can cancel, but you get 600 recipes or something. So 1 can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, and I actually got these at Aldi. I didn't think they would have them there, but they did. So 1 can of that. Then we need 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. So I'm just going to pour 2 tablespoons in of that. And by the way, you put this in your crock pot, but you could probably put this on the stove too. And honestly, her recipe, you're supposed to sear your meat. I never do that because honestly, I don't have time for that. I barely have time for this. And then Next thing, that already smells really good. Just that Worcestershire, whatever that word is. I always pronounce it the completely wrong way, and I have to edit it because Ryan corrects me when he hears me in the background, but he's not home. So, 1 cup of beef broth will go into this. I'm just using, I always have this on hand. This is a pantry staple of mine that I always keep. So just 1 cup of that. Then we need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And I have that somewhere, guys. That's another staple that I keep on hand. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of that in. I've just got this kind, so I'm going to put 1 tablespoon. And I'm supposed to put a cup of diced celery. I don't have any celery on me. I thought that I did, but I don't. So I'm just going to omit that also. I may throw some beans in. I know it will change like the macros on this, but that's okay because I need to add a little bit of something to this. So now we're going to add in our chili powder. And we're going to add 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I have a feeling this is going to have a little bit of a kick. Woo! I added way too much chili powder. It just overflowed. We're going to add in 2 teaspoons of cumin. So there's that. And then now we're going to add in a teaspoon of onion powder and a teaspoon of garlic powder. Can you believe I'm about to weigh my garlic powder? I don't ever do that. I don't believe in that. So, teaspoon of onion powder. Those are my 2 faves. Garlic powder and onion powder. As you can tell, I'm almost low on that. And I buy the huge thing from Sam's. But for recipe's sake, we'll add in the 1 teaspoon. And then we also need a teaspoon of salt. Whoop, and I just dumped salt all over the floor. Real life here. The lid, somebody left the lid off. Probably me. Let's say somebody. And so now we've got all of that, and I think there's one more thing. We need a cup of diced carrots if you have it, a cup of celery if you have it diced up, and that is it for this. And then all we're going to do is you can cook this on low for 8 to 10 hours, but you know me, I am out of time because I've waited last minute to start this, and dinner's got to be cooked. So we're going to cook it on high for 4 to 6. But honestly, that stew meat probably needs to cook. Let's find something we can add into this because I have left stuff out. And Ryan's going to say, well, it's chili. Where's the beans? So let's add in some kidney beans. Because it's still a vegetable, it's just going to change the carb count a little bit if you were following this plan, which is totally fine because beans are a protein source too. If you're gonna, if you guys are interested in following this, so I just need a little bit of something to bulk this up because the carrots would be bulking this, and the celery would add some flavor. So let's go ahead, and honestly, I'm going to add 1 more can of that. We'll add some more kidney beans. Because I just, like I said, this is real life. We're just going to omit things the way that we want them and add them. And you can, you know, if you want to follow this plan to a T, then you can just add this in. No big deal. This is how I'm making it. This is not the recipe, but that's the beauty of it. You can make it your own. You guys, I so need a new can opener. Can you tell? I'm struggling here with this can opener. I need one of those, like, we had electric ones. 2 of them broke. Had one on the camper. It broke. So I just gave up and used the, I've gone through like 3 or 4 of these things. So I'm going to cook it on high for 4 to 6, and we'll come back and check this out. I've never made chili with stew meat, so I'm very excited to try this. Okay, guys, we had basketball, so the girls already ate, and because they were home with Ryan. So if they eat it, then that's always a plus because they are super picky. Emily will eat it more than Lainey, but there it is. It's just been cooking. It's just on the warm function now. But it smells wonderful. So you guys, I have to show you this. I have to share this with you. This is not paid. But you know, we worked on the girls' room. It's kind of, don't look at it. It's still a work in progress because this stuff needs put up for winter. They kind of decorate in here. We still need curtains and stuff. And that's Lainey's Barbie Corner. Lainey's Barbie Corner drives me absolutely insane because if you've been here before, you know our girls share a room. So it has been chaos because her stuff is usually all, like, we cleared this space to make more room for the bedroom because they share a room. And so this stuff was all over the floor. It was making me nuts. Joy Mar reached out to me. I said, you know, I don't have babies. I don't have toddlers. I don't have, like, I don't need outdoor stuff right now because it's cold in Kentucky. Because they have a lot of that kind of stuff. If you need baby products, if you need smaller age toys, things like that. But they also have some furniture that is very inexpensive. And I said, this would be perfect. And this is what I ended up getting. This cute little, like, they have them for books and things. And that's what a lot of these, like, toy shelves are for books and little toys. And I don't have little babies. You know, Lainey is 6. She's going to be 7. And Emily's 9. But this is perfect because Lady usually keeps the stuff all over the floor and we trip over it. And this stuff is always everywhere. And even though it's still a little cluttery looking, this is like all of her Barbie play sets and they don't fit in the bins that we have. So these have little wheels on the bottom, little coasters. So they're not actually on a track that you break. This is actually just slides in and out. She can move it all around. It's perfect. This was absolutely the most perfect thing for her. So all of her Barbie clothes are in there, tucked away cute. Her Barbies are in there. And then her smaller Barbies. So this is, I'll link this below in case you guys are looking for stuff. You can check them out. I'll put their links. Like I said, this is not sponsored. They were just kind and they offered to let me review a product. And Gavin, actually, thank you, my son Gavin, my 16-year-old, getting ready to turn 17. Oh, he built this for me. So it's super cute though, if you can see that. So very, very happy. But their room is coming together. I'm not going to take a glance over there because it's a hideous mess right now. But I'll share like after it's all like done with the curtains. But there is that little piece of furniture I had to share with you guys. Okay, friends, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a yummy dinner recipe that you need to add to your meal plan. Just trust me on it. It's so, so, so good. I mean, I was so disappointed when Ryan took it for leftovers for lunch yesterday and I didn't get to eat it for my lunch because I loved it that much. It will be on a rotation in our meal plan. So, appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out the group playlist and give the ladies some love. And I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys.